recording, huh? So I'm going to call this South African Police Service. Again. Third time. Okay. Hello, what's your name, please?
So, where am I speaking?
Yes, I'm asking what is your name?
So, where am I speaking, sir?
I'm asking what is your name?
So, where am I speaking?
Can you
Where, sir?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you tell me what your name? How do you know that I wasn't there? I was in the house and I saw you drive past. I didn't come out because you didn't hoot or put a siren on. And when you drove past, I came out, but you kept going.
Excuse me, sir? Can you please repeat that?
I was in the house and I saw them drive past my house about 15 minutes ago. Why don't they stop and hoot and then I will come out?
No, sir, it's disrespectful to speak to a person's house. But I was standing there for 2 minutes, and then I went to your back door also.
I don't have a back door, I only have a front door.
The street at your back was normally your back door is open.
You're telling me that you never ever go to a house or a complainant and hoot just once or twice to get the person's attention because they've been waiting for an hour and a half and they might be doing something else by then, not sitting outside waiting for you for an hour and a half. You're telling me it's disrespectful to just go boop, boop, a double tap on the hooter. It's not disrespectful. What's disrespectful is to just drive right past the complainant's house like you did. You didn't even come back. I went out. I recorded it all. Disappeared. So what are you going to do now? What the fuck? Drop the call. Did she just hang up on me? Yeah, I was talking to you and then suddenly you hung up on me.
No, sir, I didn't hang up. We have network problems. This is Fernandez.
Okay, so can I have your name, please?
I am Sergeant Schneider.
Oh, Sergeant Schneider.
Yes, I work at Fernandez.
Okay, so you understand the situation. I called an hour and a half ago, all right?
Can you please explain to me again?
I'm telling you the story. Or can you just keep quiet and I will tell you exactly what is happening. Okay?
Just don't stop it.
What?
I said, please just don't shout at me.
Okay, well then just be quiet for a moment and then let me tell you the story. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So, I called an hour and a half later, even more now. Nobody comes after an hour.
Okay,
So-
what seems to be the problem?
No, I'm still talking. Can you give me a moment to finish? I will tell you when I'm finished. Okay?
I also have a right to ask you what's the problem.
I'm telling you what the problem is, Sergeant Schneider. I'm telling you. You're not allowing me to tell you in full. Okay? Yeah, I'm recording you as well. So,
Yeah, we know that by now.
of course, because this type of nonsense with you people is happening all the time. So, I start again. I called an hour and a half or more ago. Then, when nobody comes after an hour, I called again just to say, hey, did they record my complaint? Did they write it down? And the officer said yes. It's a Colonel Road complaint, right? And she said she will send a vehicle to my place now. So I wait another half an hour and no one's come. So just to keep the record straight, I call again, okay? And they say, okay, they're coming. So now I'm a little bit more aware and I'm watching, but I'm working. I also work inside the house. And then about a couple of minutes later, I'm keeping an ear out and I can hear a vehicle, engine. But all my doors and windows are closed because it's cold today and there's a bit of a wind. So I get up and I'm thinking, is this possibly the police? Because I can hear an engine. And as I get up and I move to check my windows, there I do see the SAPS vehicle driving past slowly. And I go out and no, but they carry on driving and they go away. So I get my dog, I lock up the house, I go outside, I lock the gate, and I walk in the direction of where the police went. But they didn't go up to Victoria, they carried on going straight. So I stick around there with the dog. I hit a few golf balls, looking around, no one's there. I come back and I call you again. And you say, oh no, we were there, but I wasn't at home. I was at home. And you say it's disrespectful to hoot. It's not disrespectful to hoot. How else must a person know and hear if the police are outside? I could be busy inside. I could be on the toilet. You see what I'm saying?
Am I allowed to speak now, sir?
Oh yes, I'm finished now.
Okay.
That's why I
I
said,
am the one that was there.
yeah?
I was there for about 2 minutes. I looked out the window. I was driving slowly was because I was looking to see if you were going to come out. Then I went to the back to see if your back door is open.
But why don't you just hoot? Why don't you just hoot or shout? You can see that my place is covered up with shade cloth and curtains. I can't see everything out there. I've been waiting for over an hour and a half. You can't expect a complainant to sit outside and wait the whole time, just in case you come along quietly and don't hoot or put a siren or shout. You just creep past so quietly that by the time I get up to see who's creeping along so quietly, you carry on going.
May I be allowed to speak, sir?
Yes, of course.
Okay. What is the main complaint? Why did you first call us the first time?
Okay, Sergeant, can I ask you now, what was my complaint originally? You should know that. Is it not written down anywhere? Because it might be serious, and then you need to respond quite quickly or something like that. What is the nature of the complaint that I asked about, that I called for?
About people cutting grass.
Is that all that they got?
15 Kino Street, Mr. James Redpath.
And what's the complaint about cutting grass? Because that's not a problem. People are allowed to cut grass.
That's why I came to you so you can give a feedback.
No. I'm asking. Don't they specify what the actual complaint is? Why do you talk over me every time, Sergeant? When I'm talking to you, why do you talk over me all the time? Why do you talk over me? Why do you talk over me all the time when I'm asking you a question? Is the question too embarrassing for you? So,
I am not allowed to ask you questions.
yeah, you talking over me. I was asking you.
So I must wait like a 6-year-old until you finish talking.
No, you must wait like a proper police officer. You can see that
I'm
I'm...
not a proper police officer. I have been appointed by you, yes?
You just creep past my house without hooting or shouting or doing anything. It's ridiculous. And you say it's disrespectful. I'm ex-traffic police. And I'm here for 8.5 years. I see your police vehicles coming by and hooting and sirening all the time, even when it's not an emergency. But when you come to me, When you come to me, you don't. Oh no, it's disrespectful. That's nonsense.
You specifically do that chasing and putting on the siren and all the stuff. You saw me specifically do that.
Yes, I do it all the time here. I'm here for 8.5 years.
How can you say it's me specifically?
I didn't say it's you specifically.
That's why I asked you and you just said yes.
I didn't. I
There's
said,
3 witnesses here that heard you say
oh,
yes.
come on, Sergeant. We are not children here. I'm telling you, I'm here for. No, you are like a child. The way you creep past my house. Are you protect? You were supposed to be here an hour and a half ago. When you come an hour and a half later, you creep past. You are wasting everybody's time. You're wasting everybody's time. You were supposed to be here an hour and a half. When you eventually come here an hour and a half later, you creep past without even a hoot or a siren. Don't talk nonsense to me. Don't talk utter nonsense. Don't talk utter nonsense. You are not busy today the way you creep past.
How do you know that? Do you work here at the police?
You creep past my house. If you were in a hurry, you would have responded. If you were in a hurry, why did you creep up to my place and then creep past? You were supposed to hoot. You've got such a ridiculous argument. Why didn't you hoot? Hoot or shout? Can I tell you something, Sergeant Schneider? Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something? Fucking bitch. What a cow. I'm not going to accept that. They must fucking respond.
Caledon Police Station, good day.
Yo, is it Caledon or Genadendal?
Caledon, sir.
Oh, I was hoping I was talking to Genadendal.
I think somehow the lines are mixed. How can I assist you?
Oh, let me just phone this number again.
Okay, sir.
What the hell? Recent. That's the number. 6. I've called it 6 times already. Yeah, that's it. Oh, what is going on here?
Caledon Police Station, good day.
Hello, can I ask you, what is your name?
I'm Constable van Niekerk.
Okay, can you give me a phone number for Genadendal? I think they've got directed the calls to your station, because I'm calling the 6th time now in a row, like today, and now suddenly I'm getting you to answer instead of Genadendal to answer.
Okay, no, sir. Sometimes it happens when the weather's not nice and tonight. Now, you know that.
Oh, so it gets like directed. What do they call it when you...
The lines is kind of crossed.
Seriously?
Yes, when the weather is not nice, then it does.
So I've got a problem now. I've been waiting for the police to come for an hour and a half for a situation that's developing now with possible damage to my house, you know.
Okay.
And then I had after an hour and a half, and I called them at least twice, you know, because they were late, and I just wanted to make sure they had my complaint recorded, and they had it recorded. And then finally, after an hour and a half, they come past, they creep past in a vehicle, marked vehicle, but they don't hoot. So by the time that I get up, because I can hear them creeping past, because it's a gravel road, and you can hear an engine a little bit as well. And I finally get up and I check, oh, there they are, driving straight past my house. And they don't stop and they don't come back. When I call again, like after about 10 minutes, because I went out to see if maybe they're going to turn around. Maybe they somehow don't know where I stay. But they are gone. They are gone. I call again and I get hold of Sergeant Schneider from Penargle SAPS. And she says, she responded now. And she said, I wasn't in my house. So I said, no, I was. By the time I got up, when I heard your vehicle and the gravel crunching, you were driving past slowly. You didn't hoot. And she says, no, to hoot is disrespectful.
Okay. No, but sometimes that stations of vans hooters also don't even work. The stuff breaks so much, I don't even know.
Yeah, there's a lot of hassles with the phone, especially. Yeah.
Oh, shame.
So now,
I feel sad actually for that police station.
so you know, I was.
So who am I speaking to?
They call me James Redpath here. I'm James Redpath. They know me so well after 8.5 years. I bought here. Yeah, I just wanted to get it off my chest, you know. What I was saying is that so I'm now quite upset now. After more than an hour and a half, when they eventually come, they don't hoot or shout or give a little siren like they normally do. I'm here for 8.5 years, and I know they do that. They do it all the time, even when it's not like official business. She says, no, it's disrespectful. So I say to her, please, you know, don't talk nonsense to me. You know, I've been waiting for an hour and a half. This is like a runaround. And I'll tell you honestly, she starts to talk over me. And I recorded the whole thing on another phone as well. Because I could see after an hour and a half, this was like a go slow on purpose. Because they know me and I make a lot of complaints. And so she's like talking over me. And she's saying I mustn't treat her like a child or whatever. And because I'm saying, I'm ex-law enforcement, I've been here for 8.5 years, I know they do a little bit of a hoot or a siren to attract the owner's attention. Because after an hour and a half, you can't expect the owner to be sitting outside on a cold day. He's probably gone inside, he might be on the toilet or something or busy on the phone. You've got to give the opportunity. You can't say you weren't at home. And that's what she said, you weren't inside. And so I was really upset, and I tried to get her to admit that, okay, we should have hooted, you know, attract your attention, because, you know, my place has got a lot of trees and shade cloth and curtains, and I can't see every person driving past. And, you know, she won't admit that. She sticks with her point. And she started to actively, like, say, I'm treating her like a child now, blah, blah, blah. And the truth of the matter is that she is acting like a child. She came to this complaint an hour and a half later, which might not be her fault, okay? But I'm telling you, she crawled past, so that I only just barely heard the engine and the gravel. And then she says, no, I'm not the only one here, and she got a lot of complaints. And I said, no. The way you crawled up here and crawled away, you're not busy today. Right now, you are not busy. And, you know, we really got into an argument, and we were talking over each other. And eventually, she says, when I calmed down, and I just want to say one last thing, was, are you actually going to respond to me now? Are you going to come back and deal with my complaint? That's what I want to say. I was calming down, and that's on the voice recorder. You know, I stopped, I waited, and I said, okay, can I just say something now? And she basically said, no, she just said goodbye, you know, and I can make a complaint to the captain or send emails like I normally do. Which I do. I do send emails, but not to them. I send directly to the captain now. And so nobody's coming.
And when I call again, I don't get Canado anymore. I get you guys. And I think that's possibly that they can tap a switch and direct the call to you guys. If she's suspecting that I'm going to call back, which I did, because it's unacceptable the way that this is all panned out. I have a legitimate complaint about how they've responded. Okay, that's not that serious. But what is more serious is that the complaint itself has been rejected by this sergeant. I've got her name, Schneider. She's flat out refusing to respond to the complaint again when I've told her, no, I am at home. But you drove past so quietly that I didn't know that you were there. That's unacceptable,
Well, pardon me, Mr. Ray.
Yeah.
You said your property was damaged. In which way?
Okay, what's happening at the moment now is that my neighbor damages my windows when she uses the grass cutter. She employs grass cutters, okay? And every time that she does it, the stones and stuff gets flicked up and goes through the fence, my fence that I put up, and it cracks the windows. Every time. All my windows are cracked. Crazy. And so I eventually, when it happened the last time, 2 months ago, there was a warrant officer who actually didn't respond to my complaint. He just happened to be around the corner when I went looking for the police. And I asked him, and he came, and he listened to the whole story from both of us, and he warned her. He said, no, look, if you're going to do that, you must put up protection, put up a sheet or something. It's not your neighbor's responsibility to run out and put up protection every time that you use a grass cutter. If it's damaging his windows, it's your responsibility to prevent that damage. And she had to agree, it's obvious. And now today, she's got the grass cutters going again, and she's not putting up protection on my fence. So I called to prevent further damage of my windows because I could see that she hasn't put up any protection. An hour and a half later, luckily she hasn't sent them to my side of the fence to work. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Mr. Ray.
Yeah.
So your neighbor, is she at home?
Yes, yeah. But let me tell you honestly now, I can't really go and ask her to please put up protection if she's going to use the grass cutters next to my fence. What she does then is she calls the police and says I'm harassing her. That is exactly what she does. Okay? And I'll tell you honestly, with respect to you, is that they always take her side. They always do. You won't believe the VIP protection that this neighbor, Moira, gets from Canaro Police. And let me tell you honestly, I was expecting this because they asked me on the phone what my neighbor's name is. They know my name. They know I'm a white guy. They know where I stay. And they asked which neighbor, what's her name. And I told them, Moira. And so I basically knew in my heart, in my mind, that this is probably what's going to happen. They're going to really mess me around. Because to them it's a minor complaint, which it is, especially since nothing has actually happened yet. I've been lucky, They haven't started working at the fence line, my fence line yet. But this is so unacceptable. And this Sergeant Schneider, it's absolutely ridiculous how she crept past, and then she says to me on the phone, I wasn't at home. I mean, how can you say that as a police officer when they should know the person could have been killed inside the house, or unconscious, or unable to get to the phone, or whatever? You don't come up to a house, wait a bit, don't hoot or siren, and then drive away and say, oh, they weren't at home, and carry on. You don't do that. And that's what she's saying she did, and that's just, I must just accept that. And now she's refusing to actually come and finalize the complaint. No, they're here now. Okay, they're here. Are you there? Are you there? Yeah, the police are here. Okay, thanks for listening. Yes. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wait, hey, wait. Fucking attitude they've got. This is your stuff. And you refuse to give me his money. Yeah, yeah.